Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. Just wanted to give you a quick tidbit. Um, I love the feedback that I get after I do a video. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Just wanted to say that something that's been laying heavily on my heart, and it's about depression because I've been seeing a lot of posts lately about depression. And we have people that walk around smiling that are really going through some of the toughest times. And I recall that when I was going through my toughest times, people didn't even know that I was going through a storm. And that I think there's also some misconception in the thinking that my toughest storm was when I was going through my divorce. The divorce was actually me coming out of the storm. The years that followed were actually coming out of the storm. But there was a point in time, 2005 and 2006 to be exact, and I haven't said this much to anybody, but that was my probably one of my lowest points in life. In 2004, I gave birth to my son, and the day that he turned 4 months old, I had to bury my grandmother, who I call mom, who that's mama, and I had trouble dealing with her death. It got me to the point where, I was thinking, I can't do this, Lord. I don't want to do this without her. And I started to sink into a deep depression, and I started separating myself from people and things, even though I was around people and things. Probably don't make any sense. But I remember crying tears that nobody else heard but myself and my God. And I remember just saying, Lord, just take me. I don't want to do this. And then God started showing me that happy baby that I had, and just saying that you need to be here for him. If for nothing else, you need to be here for him. And I remember that when I was going through those times, other people were going through things too. And they came to me and they talked to me, and I taught them through their problems. But still on the inside, I had so much that I was going through, and I was breaking and tearing apart all on the inside, but I was smiling on the outside. Things in the home were not as they should have been. Things in the marriage were not as they should have been. But I was helping other people with marital problems and with other things. And I was going through my deepest state of depression. And it was like, but God. And God allowed me to talk other people through some of the things that they were going through, to take my mind off of the things that I was going through. I remember that in 2006, I was graduating from my master's program, had just enrolled and been accepted into my doctoral program, and I found out I was pregnant with my second child. And I just remember, like, why now, Lord? It's like, mama's not here. Mama's not here for the birth of this child. Lord, I don't think I'm ready to be mommy times two. And God says, you got this. And then it took going through the pregnancy, and that pregnancy was even more difficult than my first pregnancy. Both of my pregnancies were pretty difficult, but I remember going through and then watching my child grow into a happy, outgoing person. And then God just saying, I sent her to you. Not as a replacement, but I sent her to you to complement your life. And I didn't get it at first, but she's brought me so much joy. Both of my children bring me so much joy, but God sent her to be that angel in the midst of everything that I was going through, to say, it's okay. You can do this. And I did. I look back now, and I'm so glad that I didn't throw the towel in, that I didn't give up, because Yes, since then I loosed some things, but I didn't lose anything because my life is taking form and taking shape as to what it should be. On February, in February, the the building came into play. In March, there was the talk of a house, and then in April, there was the release of the ebook and the paperback book. And then in May, we kind of sailed through May, but business was pretty good. And then in June, I had the grand opening and the book signing. And then in July, the engagement, the proposal. Um, and I'm sitting here like, God didn't give me what I wanted when I thought I needed it, but He gave it to me when He knew that I had stepped back and could take the time to truly appreciate the gifts that He's given me. Full circle. It's come full circle. I loosed some things, and there's still things that I haven't even disclosed in a testimony, but God has blessed me over and over and over and over again. And I say thank you. And if you're depressed and you're going through, talk to somebody. There might have been people that I could have talked to, but had I talked to them, I would have not been able to talk to God as much as I did and to become as close with God as I have, because I started leaning and depending on Him more than I leaned and depended on man. Depression is real. I'm seeing these posts. Depression is real. You don't have to talk to me, but you need to talk to somebody. And don't hold it in, because stress kills. Depression is real and stress kills. Please know that you're not in this world alone. That if you feel that there's nobody on this earth that you can talk to, that God always lends a listening ear. He has a 24-hour hotline, and He's readily available to you and for you. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't throw in the towel, because like I said, stress kills and depression is real. Don't allow it to take and steal your peace and your joy. Have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. Thank you for listening.